Test them over and over and over and over again. Testing is, I give you a little bit to do, and then I'm going to test your skill in a very safe environment so that they have room to fail. You want to have an environment where they can fail forward. If they're never making mistakes, get concerned. Get concerned. That means they're not actually working hard enough, or they've actually had past experience to bring to the table, but you're still not applying it, or they're lying to you, and they're not actually working hard enough. Test them and let them fail in an environment that's safe. Not live, right? So limit the risk on testing, okay? So a buddy of mine actually talks about the Burger King experience, about how he's going to come in as assistant manager when he's younger. I love it when he tells the story, so I'm going to give you Chris's story. So Chris tells the story, he's a young, cocky guy, and he used to be in Australia, and he loves it there. And so he's going into Burger King, he's going to be the assistant manager, and the guy says, well, the first thing we're going to get you to do is we're going to get you to watch the video on how to do fries. And okay, so I'm sitting back in the room, and he says, I'm not watching this video. It's on fries. How hard could it be? Put them in, shake them around. I've seen the guys do it, okay? So, he comes back 30 minutes later. Do you watch the video? Oh, yeah, watch the video. Watch the video. Yeah, and he's all of like 19, 20. Watch the video. Yep, I'm ready to go. So they put him in there. And he didn't realize how bad he could screw up doing fries. But everybody was screaming at him within about 5 minutes. Everybody's screaming for fries. He's holding it up. He's got some 14-year-old kid teaching him how to do fries because he didn't know what he was doing. He says, you know what? You would think getting the fries in the container is the easy part. He says, that's bloody hard. He says, trying to get them to line all up and stuff, it's a hand motion. You got to know what you're doing. He said, I had none of that. And he said, after about 2 hours, he's toast, right? He's done. He's in the back room. They get him to do something else. And he goes home, right? And so the next morning he goes back at it. He's not going to be, given up because, this is not something you want to do, right? I couldn't even do fries. It's not something you want on your resume, right? And so he says, first thing he walks in and he looks at the manager, and the manager says, good morning. He says, good morning. He says, I want to watch that video again. He says, I need to watch the video. And he says, I'm so glad you said that, because if you wouldn't have said that, I would have fired you. It was evident he hadn't watched the video, and the manager let him fail forward anyway, to see if he had the gumption to stand up and take on responsibility. So brilliant. High five for the manager. Right? Gave him enough room to fail. He could have walked in there and relieved him of duty on the spot. He could have turned around and said, you didn't watch the video. He could have berated him in front of all the other staff. Did none of that. He gave him room to step it up, which is awesome. So testing is important.